So yesterday I watched Game Night and I was genuinely surprised by what I watched. While it was by no means anything spectacular, the film brings more to the table for the comedy genre during these days where really great directed comedies seem to be difficult to come by. This is easily John Francis Daley's best directed film yet, with a clear effort in making sure that this will be a comedy that cannot be praised or hailed but remembered. This movie easily could have just been another Horrible Bosses or Why Him, but that direction and effort shown here shows that John wanted more than just that. The film was very good at keeping its tone consistent, and it's helped by all these really cool shots that make the real world look like a board game. Tracking shots are used consistently, long choreographed scenes that have one take are used consistently, and the CGI is used very fluidly to prove how all these shots work. The only time that I saw CGI and could notice it was during a table slamming scene earlier in the film. But as great as the cinematography and direction is, not all the jokes in the film are bullseyes. While most of the film is genuinely funny, especially from Rachel McAdams' character, the film really likes to use drag-on jokes. Jokes that are only funny to the people that are fans of The Office style of humor. As much as the dollar bill bit was killing my sides, any of the jokes that involved Jason Bateman, not so much. I enjoyed his performance, but he is much better suited for the quick and witty kind of role. But how funny a movie is always up to an individual, and this individual thinks that there's a lot funnier jokes than unfunny, so it was worth it to me. There was one thing in the film I wanted to discuss, and it involves a bit of a spoiler, so if you didn't want to hear that, just click this part in the video. It's not that big of a deal, but just in case. There's your warning, 3, 2, 1. I think some people might feel cheated if they watch the trailers hoping that the film carries the joke that the characters believe it's a game throughout the whole movie. This plot/joke is pretty much dropped before the halfway point. But it didn't bother me, as I think the joke would have gotten stale after a while. It's a very funny and clever way to set up the events to follow in the film. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of the double switcheroo at the end, but that's only because it was rather predictable, like most of this movie is. This movie really isn't anything super special, it's just a good comedy, which is something that I have not seen in a while, that has things unique about it that make it stick out from others. I recommend checking this out. It's not amazing, but it's certainly one of the better comedies to come out within the last couple of months, being carried by all the artistic choices made in the direction, and I'm giving it a 7 out of 10.